Good afternoon, everyone. I know it's a time to sleep. 2:30, wrong time to have a guest lecture and a about defense. Fine. Okay, let's start with some Josh. Jai Hind, everyone. Until or unless I get the energy back, we are all going to keep going to say this, repeat the same word, Jai Hind again. So let's do it once and for all. Jai Hind! Thank you for the energy. You know what happens? There are two types of people in the world. One is an extrovert and one is an introvert. Can somebody say what's the difference between an extrovert and an introvert? Who is the most extrovert person here? Yeah. Think is it like nursing or physio? Nursing. Nurses are supposed to be naughty. Fine. Okay. Who is the most extrovert person in the hall? Yeah, raise your hand. You can always nominate your friends. Backbenchers, kind attention. All the questions will be for you because during my college days, I used to take the cross mode questions so that I can sit and do some sleep. So better be ready for the answer. Okay, who is the most extrovert? Come on, first. You can always raise up your hand. The expert is supposed to raise his or her hand. Okay, who is the most introvert person in the hall? Anuda. Okay, so why am I saying this? An extrovert is a person who derives energy from the external world. I am a strong extrovert. So if you want me to speak energetically, I need that energy to come from. Introverts are the other way. They sit quietly with a book. They try to derive energy from within. Okay, so introverts kindly excuse me and let's make it a lively interactive session. Wherever you feel like I'm not your lecturer, I'm not here to grade yourself, your CGPA is not with me, absolutely fine, you can stop and ask questions wherever you want. If you want to troll me, do that as well, but be ready to take the troll back. I'm good in trolling. Okay, so before we enter into a career in defense forces, especially for paramedics, it's a vast ocean. Defense is a very, very vast ocean, which has careers ranging from a fighting soldier all the way to a super specialty surgeon. The Army and Navy and Air Force has got the best surgeons in the world. I'll give you one example about hospital in Udhampur. Udhampur is the Northern Command headquarters of the Indian Army. The sizable action of Indian Army, what you saw in Operation Sindoor, happens in Udhampur. So, anybody in J&K, like roughly around 2.3 lakh soldiers, if they get injured or if they get shot, a gunshot wound or a splinter, some injury or even maybe a threatening disease like a dengue, they are airlifted and they land up in the Udhampur Air Base. And the moment you land up in the Udhampur Air Base, there is a mobile hospital. Between the hospital and the helicopter pad, the helipad, there is a mobile hospital. Due to some wrong reasons, I landed up in that famous helipad at one point of time. There is a big caption which is written there. All we need is some pulse. We will save you. And trust me, they do. The kind of surgeries they do in the split second, I'm not a technically medically qualified person, but all I know is something called golden hour. You have to react. When somebody gets shot in the stomach, bleeding injury, the intestine comes out, you lose blood and eventually you die. So at those times, these paramedics and these doctors, I have not seen such a reaction. One is your professional skills of suturing, surgeries, technical stuff. Another thing is the speed at which you do it. The third thing is the passion which you take in doing that thing. Possibly a couple of you will have that moment to go and serve in the place. Because really, if there is a pulse, the soldier is sick. We thank all of you who have chosen this, a very path which is very less served. Anybody who is healthy is happy, fit and fine. The moment you are sick, even if the Chief Minister or the Prime Minister lands up in the hospital, it's a nurse and the paramedics and the doctors who take care of them. You are the fathers and mothers of the country, and I take this opportunity to thank each and every professional in this field who saved millions and millions of lives during a very severe pandemic called COVID, which happened in 2020. With that salute, I'll start off this presentation. Thank you. Okay, little background about me. So this is me 15 years before, I think. That's my service. Nothing big. Most of my time I spent in Jammu and Kashmir fighting the bad days. And yes, I said I'm an extrovert. I'm a left-hander too. I did my textile engineering from Psg College, Chennai. My ambition was to become a doctor, actually. Luckily, I don't know, God decided to save few people's lives, so I ended up becoming a textile engineer. I was a hardcore medical aspirant, and I couldn't get through in my first attempt. So I took a break of 1 year in '97, gave my exams back again. In the, these days it's NEET. Those days it was a mix of your plus 2 marks and cutoff. There's an entrance exam which is conducted by the Tamil Nadu government. Eventually landed up just short of qualifying to become a medical or MBBS doctor. Landed up in Chennai Veterinary College, and all I knew was that I am going to be a doctor. I am going to enjoy my life. When I landed up in my veterinary college, my school senior said, "Better either you go to some other field because veterinary is much tougher than MBBS. In MBBS, you only study the human anatomy. Out here, you study everything." So I decided life should not be that hard, so I shouldn't be punishing myself, studying too much of studies. So I came out of it. Then I got admitted in the government agricultural college, TMAS in Madhan. So I studied agriculture briefly for 3 months. Then my friends kept calling me from Chennai. Coimbatore was like, not a place to be at that point of time. So I said, okay, let me go back to Chennai. When I went back to Chennai, the mathematics is one thing I really hate in my life. Unfortunately, I did score some 60, 70 odd % in my maths. So in my counseling number 3, door 3 they call it, they said these are the 5-6 engineerings which are available. You can choose one. So I asked a couple of my friends, where do I got to study least amount of maths? Then they said textile technology and leather technology. Leather, I'm allergic to the smell, so I thought I'll take up textile technology. So that's how I ended up in. So not an ambition, career path. I want to become a textile engineer or so and so. That's how I landed up in textile. So at one point of time, I decided to pursue my career in management. I wanted to do my MBA. I started preparing for that at very early stages of engineering. But I'm a very mediocre, above average student. Post that, 99, the nation went into a war, Kargil war. So we all were in engineering. So that thing really pinched me, because that's one war which was fought by people between 18 to 24 years old young man. The war was not won by weapons technology, what you saw in Operation Sindhu. That war was not won by the military generals. It's by sheer grit, determination and passion and the love for this nation. Those people, to be precise, 567 people gave their lives, thousands lost their limbs, and then we won the Kargil war back. That pinched me. I thought, if I have to do something in my life, that's for sure in defense. I don't know what to do. I never had such career opportunities. I really don't know. I was clueless where to go exactly. But all I knew was I have to get into defense forces, and especially in army. So that's how I came into army. Then I had my army career. Then the thing kept calling me, management education, which actually I wanted to pursue. So then I pursued a short management course in XLRA Jamshedpur. Then I was in my corporate career for close to 10 years with all the 4 big junk food companies, starting with Coca-Cola, then Pepsi, then Nestle, then Mars Chocolates. So the foods you love is what I studied. 18, again, life took a different change. I thought I should be doing something else. Something else is my passion. So I got into where I am right now. I counsel geopolitics and strategic studies is my core subject, in the sense my passion. I'm actively pursuing it. Farming was my passion. So again, from 2020, I've been actively pursuing farming. I have a organic farm in somewhere close to this place only. So life is happy. So now we will move on to some serious subject. Okay, what's after degree? How many of you have the answer for this? Quick, I need answers. Last row, I'll pick up. So better keep your spine straight and head bit leaning forward towards me. That's right. Good. Okay, what's after degree? Quick. Let's be judicious of time. You want me to point out people? I can do that. To my extreme right, second last row. Please stand up. You have to help your friend to stand up. Second from the last row. Or both of you can stand. I said last row to my extreme right. I'm pointing out. Don't waste your time. Start. What's after degree? Lessons learned: when a defense day comes, never take a last seat. We know what you guys are. PG. Work on any work on. Physiotherapy. Good. Okay, one big round of applause to this guy. Okay, traditional options. Sit. Take it easy. Traditional options, you have physiotherapy, you can practice on your own, you can get into sports physiotherapy, you can get into an hospital, rehabilitation, government job, so on so. Nursing, simple again. Psg has got one of the best medical institutions in the country. So you can join here as a staff, build up a career, go back to your town, be at your own place, take up a small hospital. The third option is the most lucrative option, especially for parents, is to do 2 years of nursing here, get a degree, and fly down to Middle East. So these days, Canada and Ireland. So there is something which is sunshine. Every sunshine industry changes every decade. The one thing which ever changes, which never changes, is a career in different sources. 3 things it gives you. Anything else will give you a job. The forces will give you a career. The forces will give you a life. Nobody else can give you this. That's the only establishment or institution in the country or in the world which pays you to be fit. Because you start your day with a physical activity, the maximum emphasis of your entire career in the armed forces depends on one thing called your physical and mental fitness. Rest everywhere else, you have to earn, you have to take a gym membership, you have to go do yoga, gym, run, you have to spend for it. Here, it's part of your life. Second, a highest level of integrity and honesty. That's the innate nature when you wear a uniform. By default, exceptions are always there. That's a different story. That makes you a better person, makes you a better man, makes you a better woman. Third, it provides you the maximum job security which no private industry or any other central government can provide you. It takes care of you, your housing, your children's education, your future, your parents' health, literally everything. Your food and accommodation, everything. Fourth, the most respected career in the country, successfully, like year after year after year. You know what is it? The most respected profession of India. The most trusted profession of India. It's the armed forces. People look at you with pride. When you go back to your villages, when you go back to your town, your neighborhood, people look at you with respect. Yes, doctors do have a very respected profession. All of us stand-up teachers, yes, of course. But for this profession has something very special. So you have a package of all of it. And today with the 7th Pay Commission, this pays you. A nursing officer of the Indian Army, Navy, Air Force gets paid thrice that of what you get in your civil counter. Thrice. This is as I'm speaking about the 7th Pay Commission. As we move on to the 8th Pay Commission, which is hardly 2 years from now, the difference between the pay level of the civil hospital versus a military service is going to be 4 times and more. It pays you really well. Second, you are an officer. You have career path, you have best of the medical institutes in the forces, you can do your MSc, you can go into specialization, lot of opportunities are there. And as sir said, you don't have to be essentially a medical field doctor or you want to be in medical field. Somebody is famous on YouTube, somebody is in politics. Similarly, if you are good at sports, if you are good in any game or any sports, the Army, Navy, Air Force literally picks you up, they train you, they coach you, and they make you the best sports person. The number of Olympic medals we got in the recent past years, 10, 15 years or so, the maximum number of medals was won by the forces personnel because they really take care of you. It may be yoga, it may be shooting, it may be anything. So it gives you a 360-degree all around secure life, which you should explore. How many of you are fond of traveling? I want to see different places, I want to move places, I don't want to sit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 10. Okay, there are a lot of me too. Good. Army or Navy or Air Force typically shows you around 10 locations in 20 years of your service. Every second, third year, you move to a different place, different countries. Maybe Commander Arvind sir will tell you where all it takes you. But Army from Kashmir to Kanyakumari to the best of the places and to islands like Andaman, Lakshadweep, it really takes you places. It really takes you places. You get a multicultural, pan-national experience which nobody else in the country would be able to afford. No. Even if you have money, it's difficult to travel and to be in those places. You get to serve at places where you hardly see any humans. You get to serve places which are much beautiful than any movies you see in Switzerland. Okay, so it gives you a complete package. Do explore this. I'm not saying all of you should come to forces, but do explore this opportunity because this is the age where you need to explore things. Moment you cross 25 and then later somebody says that I should have done this. I should have possibly applied for this when I was in my college because this is the best place to be in your life. Given the option of rewinding or time traveling, I would always like to go back to my college days because I have zero liability and I got nothing to answer. All I need to go to my parents, seek money, go to movies, enjoy with friends. When time permits, if study too. So all this fun part of the college is there. So take this thing a bit more with a pinch of salt. Understand things. Nothing is a barrier. Nothing is absolutely a barrier here. And wherever you want to stop me, please stop and question me. Okay? So how many of you watched this song Bahubali movie and how many of you? Almost all of you? Part 1, part 2, both? Okay. Just to wake you up from the sleep. Volume. So, நம்ம ரியல் பாகுபலிஸ் யாருன்னு தெரியுதா? பாகுபலி movie is all about graphics, right? The movie celebrities you see, அவன் மேல ஒரு குண்டு பட்டுச்சுன்னா ரீடேக் எடுக்கலாம், சரியா பண்ணலன்னு சொல்லிட்டு பிளட்டை திரும்ப இது பண்ணிட்டு ரீடேக் எடுக்கலாம். There is no retake here. If you are shot, you are shot. It's a prestigious profession. All of you have it, experience it. So, the Indian Armed Forces has three type of entries. One you can go to Army, one you can go to Navy, and one about Air Force. Commander Aravindan will take you in detail about Navy. I am here to cover about Army and Air Force. So this is just for an understanding, to tell your brothers and sisters who are in the school now. The first entry is after class 12. It's by National Defense Academy. The exam is called NDA's exam. It's the most toughest exam to crack. Roughly around 7 lakh kids write this exam for around a batch of 600 around NDA. 6 lakh to 600. That's the ratio. You need to start prepare at least when you are in say 10th. The NCERT CBSE books, the basics has to be strong, your current affairs has to be strong, and that's how you crack the exam. 2 levels of exam followed by an interview. Once that is done, you are through to an NDA. An NDA gives you a very, very long career in all the tries. It's a tri-services academy, Army, Navy and Air Force. You do your military training, you also do your degree, BSc, BA, BCom, whatever you want. From then after 3 years of training, you either go into Army, Navy or Air Force. And Air Force, two kind of duties. One is a ground duty and one who flies, a pilot. So you have to give a separate exam for it. So till 3 years before, women were not allowed in NDA. Since 2022, women are eligible for NDA. The first batch of women cadets from India are successfully passed out. And you can go back to my channel. It's in the name of Majormadhan. A week before, I took an interview of a student from Chennai, Harini Raghavendran. She cleared NDA in the first attempt, Indian Naval Academy in the first attempt, completely from an IT background. Her parents were from IT professionals. She didn't know a word in Hindi. So what it takes is, I just asked her, what did you really do? Your success mantra. She told 2 things. You have to watch that interview. I mean, you take it in writing, this girl will be one of the finest leaders of the Navy in the coming years to come. You mark this verse, you see her after 20 years. She said, I just studied 7 to 8 hours a day. I took break and this thing. I said, what was the biggest distraction? For all of you, for me, everybody, it's a social media. Insta illam namakku irukka mudiyadhu. சாப்பாடு எல்லாம் ஒரு 2 நாள் வைக்க முடியும். வைஃபை கட் பண்ணி நெட்வொர்க் இல்லை அப்படின்னு பைத்தியம் முடிச்சிடும் பாதி பேருக்கு. It's a fact, இல்ல? இன்ஸ்டால அந்த லைக் வேணும், யூடியூப் ரீல்ஸ் இது. She said, I took a conscious decision. நான் 5 மாசம் நான் ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணும்போது 5 மாசத்துல இன்ஸ்டால என் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் கனெக்ட் ஆகல அப்படின்றதுக்காக அந்த ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் என்னை விட்டு போயிட்டாங்க அப்படின்னா தட்ஸ் ஓகே. I'll again go back and speak to them. 6 months கம்ப்ளீட்டா கட் ஆஃப் ஃப்ரம் சோஷியல் மீடியா. இன்னைக்கு உங்க ஜெனரேஷன்ல இருக்க காம்படிஷன்ல நீங்க கவர்மெண்ட் எக்ஸாம் வின் பண்ணணும், உங்களோட பிஜி எக்ஸாம் வின் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா you have to be taking a digital break from this for 6 months. It is impossible. நீங்க இதையும் கையில வச்சுட்டு படிக்கணும்னு நினைச்சீங்க அப்படின்னா முடியாது. The algorithm of the social media will never let you to work. It's science. ஏன் ரீல்ஸ் எல்லாம் 30 seconds 1 minute வச்சிருக்காங்க தெரியுமா? There's a science behind it. You cross one, you swipe second, third, fourth, fifth, முடியவே முடியாது. It includes to all of us. You have to consciously take a break. So இந்த எக்ஸாமுக்குமே in any competitive exam நீங்க சோஷியல் மீடியால இருந்துட்டு நீங்க இந்த காம்படிட்டிவ் எக்ஸாம் வின் பண்ணணும்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா சத்தியமா முடியாது. அண்ட் யார் யாரெல்லாம் கிளியர் பண்றாங்களோ அவங்க இதை பண்ணிட்டு தான் பண்றாங்க. மென்டரிங் ஹண்ட்ரட்ஸ் ஆஃப் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ், யார் யாரெல்லாம் ஜெயிக்கிறாங்களோ அவங்க சோஷியல் மீடியால இல்லாம இருந்தா தான் ஜெயிக்கிறாங்க. அந்த ஒரு போட்டோ 6 மாசம் கழிச்சு, இப்ப நீங்க எப்படி யோசிச்சு பாருங்க, நான் 6 மாசம் நான் போட்டோவே போடல, கட் ஆஃப் ஆயிருக்கேன். ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் சொல்றாங்க நீ இல்லவே இவர டன் என்ன ப்ரோ இல்ல ப்ரோ அந்த ப்ரோ இந்த ப்ரோன்ட்டு. நான் 6 மாசம் கழிச்சு ஒரு யூனிஃபார்ம்ல வந்துட்டு ஒரு போட்டோ போடுறேன், 10,000 லைக் வரும் வராது. இட் ஹஸ். ஸோ திங்க் வைஸ்லி. செகண்ட் வந்து டிகிரி முடிச்சுட்டு போறது. டிகிரி முடிச்சு போகும்போது யூ ஹேவ் a technical entry and you have a university entry scheme. Army, Navy, Air Force directly come to the university. They pick up mostly it's for the engineering colleges. அப்புறம் வந்து AEC, Army Educational Corps. இப்போ நீங்க முடிச்சுட்டு நீங்க B.Ed பண்றீங்க இல்ல M.Ed பண்றீங்க அப்படின்னா ஆர்மியில யூ கேன் ஜாயின் அஸ் an officer who is a teacher. நான் ஆக்சுவலா ஆர்மிக்கு போனது வந்து இதுக்கு மேல நான் படிக்கவே மாட்டேன்னு நினைச்சிட்டு இருந்தேன். நான் வெளியில படிச்சதோட உள்ளதான் அதிகமா படிச்சேன். For that you need teachers. There is an education system. Professors மாதிரி அங்க ஒரு தனியா இருக்காங்க to teach you army subjects. So அதுக்கு இந்த என்ட்ரி இருக்கு. செகண்ட் வந்து 10+2 +2 முடிச்சு டெக்னிக்கல் என்ட்ரியில போகலாம். NDA is a generic entry. Technical entry அப்படின்றது instead of doing a 3-year degree in NDA, you will do a 4-year engineering degree in Army College. அது முடிச்சுட்டு you will become an officer. Okay, அதுதான் டிஃபரன்ஸ். ஸோ 3 வருஷம் NDAல, 1 வருஷம் இந்தியன் மிலிட்டரி அகாடமி, இல்ல டெக்னிக்கல் என்ட்ரியில போனீங்கன்னா 1 வருஷம் OTA கயா இல்ல OTA சென்னையில. ஸோ ரேங்க் ஸ்ட்ரக்சர் இஸ் லைக் திஸ். இட்ஸ் காமன் ஃபார் எவ்ரிதிங். லெப்டினன்ட், கேப்டன், மேஜர், லெப்டினன்ட் கர்னல், கர்னல், பிரிகேடியர், மேஜர் ஜெனரல், லெப்டினன்ட் ஜெனரல் and general. 7-8 level of ranks. The lieutenant general is equal to a DGP in a police force. The lieutenant is equal to a deputy SP and a captain is equal to an SP. And the rank நீங்க வர்றீங்க. Similarly, so this is what the country gives you as per the 7th pay commission. நான் சொன்ன மாதிரி உங்களுக்கு வந்து நீங்க எந்த ஒரு பிரைவேட் இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன்ல வாங்குறதை விட, நீங்க கல்ஃப்ல போய் ஒர்க் பண்ணி வாங்குறதை விட, ஈவன் கனடால ஒர்க் பண்ணி வாங்குறதை விட, Army, Navy and Air Force pays you really well. It's not only about the pay. உங்க ஃபேமிலியோட மெடிக்கல் கவரேஜ் இஸ் 100% taken care. Your medical coverage is 100% taken care. Later when you get married, your spouse, children, their medical facilities are taken care. Your accommodation is taken care. Your colleges, institutes, every Army institute you have a separate quota for it. KVs, Army public schools, எல்லா இடத்துலயுமே you have privileges. Even if you go in an airline, you have a privilege. Okay, the country really takes care of it. That's all it means. But remember, don't take this career for sake of money. Money is secondary. This is pure passion. This is a profession where you write a check and give it to the country. My life belongs to the country. So, and the passion which you give, money will come. It gives you a comfortable lifestyle. Be rest assured, when you retire, maybe 20 years, 25 years after, it keeps you really, really well. Okay, that's the basic assurance which the government or the nation gives to you. So I'll skip through just briefly to understand, because you guys are from science stream, mostly paramedical. என்ன இருக்குன்றதுல உங்களுக்கு ஸ்பெசிஃபிக்கா இருக்கிறது ஆர்மி மெடிக்கல் கோர், AMC. AMC-ல we have the doctors, and then we have the MNS, military nursing service, and then you have the paramedics, physio. உங்க ஹாஸ்பிட்டல்ல என்னென்னலாம் பாக்குறீங்களோ, phlebotomist, ஆரம்பிச்சு physio, then you have there in Army Medical Corps. இதுல officer entry post MBBS is through service selection board. MNS entry is post nursing. நீங்க 3rd year இருக்கும்போது அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணுங்க. Even in your 3rd year அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணுங்க, just for experience. 4th yearல get serious. எப்படி பண்ணணும் அப்படின்றத பாருங்க. இட்ஸ் ஈஸி எக்ஸாம் டு கிராக். எங்கேயாவது உங்களுக்கு ஸ்ட்ரக் ஆகுறீங்க அப்படின்னா அவர் இமெயில் ஐடிஸ் அது ரைட் டு திஸ் கமாண்டர் அரவிந்தன். He himself is based out of Coimbatore, one of the best coach and mentor your city has got. நீங்க அவரோட கைடன்ஸ் எடுத்து பண்ணலாம். பட் MNS technically you have to be strong and also the general awareness. Okay, general awareness, what's happening in the country, constitution and 4 pillars of the democracy, basics of constitution எல்லாமே தெரிஞ்சிருக்கணும். And what actually makes one to get selected and make one to get rejected is your communication skills. I know everything, but if I'm poor in my communication, the game is over. It's not only about AMC or anything. Any interview. நீங்க கம்யூனிகேஷன்ல போரா இருந்தீங்கன்னா இட்ஸ் டஃப். ஸோ பெட்டர் நீங்க டெக்னிக்கலா எவ்வளவு ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்றீங்களோ ஈக்குவலி உங்க கம்யூனிகேஷன் ஸ்கில்ஸ்லயும் ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ணுங்க. இங்கிலீஷ் இஸ் நாட் நாலேஜ், இட்ஸ் ஜஸ்ட் அ லாங்குவேஜ் மேட் ஃபார் கம்யூனிகேஷன். ஓகே, ஹிந்தியா இருந்தாலும் இதுவா இருந்தாலும் இட்ஸ் ஜஸ்ட் அ லாங்குவேஜ். But because we are a multicultural, multilingual state, generally all these interviews happens in English. So you need to have a very reasonable communication ability. You have apps, AI, you have translators, you got everything. Weeka irukavanga enala pesa mudiyala, keep talking. The best way to learn a language is to talk it. Oru vishayam, my sincere advice to your students. ஒருத்தங்க தப்பா இங்கிலீஷ் பேசினாங்கன்னா அவங்கள கலாய்க்கிறாங்க, ரொம்ப தப்பு. We are actually doing bad to them. Body shame பண்றது, any body shame பண்ணீங்கன்னா I don't care, but certain people will not be able to take it. It hurts them really. அது மாதிரி லாங்குவேஜ் தப்பா பேசினாங்கன்னா people who are born and brought up in city, educated in convent schools, it's your responsibility to pull up your fellow students up to make them at par at your level as far as the communication is concerned. Because in army we have a golden rule which is written in my blood. We never leave anybody behind, be dead or alive. We never leave anyone behind. I am saying with conviction. யார் ஆயிருந்தாலும் தூக்கிட்டு வரும், வீட்டு எடுத்துட்டு வரும், விட்டுட்டு வர மாட்டோம். அதேதான் உங்க காலேஜ்லயுமே அதேதான். என் காலேஜ் நான் சேரும்போது Psg was my dream institution when I wanted to do my MBBS. The God has been so kindful to all of you. You are there sitting in the campus. One of the best educational institutions in the country. Okay, in the இடத்துல மிஸ் பண்ணிடாதீங்க. So Army Medical Corps is where you really need to focus on. I'll skip all this. So there are Army Dental Corps. It's for the dentists, the BDS and MDS. Entry is again same. நீங்க BDS முடிச்சிட்டு you have to give your entry and then you have to go. Okay. So இது வரைக்கும் you have any doubts about the entry? The only thing you need to look at is Army Medical Corps. Army Medical Corps la there is a doctor's entry, there is a MNS entry. For rest of the paramedic students, you have specialized entries, which Commander Aravindan will tell you how to go about it. Okay, this is base. Before I get into all this, I'll tell you one clear warning, or I would give it as a warning. Tri-services, Army, Navy and Air Force discourage any form of tattoo. Any form of tattoo is discouraged. Till 3 years before, it was banned. எனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச ஒரு ஸ்டூடெண்ட் அவுட்ஸ்டாண்டிங் டே ஃபர்ஸ்ட் அட்டெம்ப்ட்ல இஸ் ஃப்ரம் தஞ்சாவூர். He cleared, he did everything. Just because of a tattoo, he couldn't clear it. இப்போ there are some regulation. 2 inches something is there, but still I would say avoid tattoos. Tattoo makes you, why is the reason? இதெல்லாம் கேள்வி கேட்குறீங்க ஏன் அப்படின்ட்டு. நான் வந்து ஒரு சிங்கத்தோட டாட்டூ எடுத்து கையில போட்டுக்கிட்டு இல்லை மசல்ல போட்டுக்கிட்டு நான் என்ன ட்ரை பண்றேன்னா நான் சிங்கம்னு உலகத்தை காமிக்கிறதுக்கு ட்ரை பண்றேன். அதுக்கு நான் டாட்டூ போட்டு சுத்தணும் அவசியம் இல்லை. நான் கரேஜஸா இருக்கேன் அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கேன் அப்படின்னா பார்த்துட்டு ஓகே பையன் கொஞ்சம் இதுவா இருக்கான் அப்படின்னா மயில், பட்டாம்பூச்சி, பாம்பு, வேற என்ன இருக்கு டாட்டூல. So this is something the forces wants you to be a real person. You as a individual. Madhan is Madhan, nobody else can replace me. I don't have to copy paste anybody else. And the originality ku oru negative ah irukadhu tattoo. So tattoo podadhu. And even in hospitals, your professors will be able to tell you better. Tattoo is negative. Visible tattoos are negative. In nursing profession irukanga, people look at you. You have a funny tattoo and move on, people will look down. Okay. So Indian Air Force is a very technical force. The basics of any Air Force is now engineering almost. Air Force is almost engineering, except Navy and Air Force is basically engineering. But Navy and Air Force also have doctors, also have the nurses, also have the paramedics, also have everything. Okay. Army doctor is also like a doctor command officer. He is colonel, surgeon, so and so. Navy surgical commander, so and so, surgical captain, so and so. They specialist right from plastic surgery, anything in hospital, all type of doctors, all type of specialists, cardio surgeons, cardio interventologists, radiologists, எல்லாமே இங்கேயுமே இருக்கு. ஸோ நீங்க வந்து அந்த இதுல போவாதீங்க, எங்க ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ணணும் மட்டும் பாருங்க. A4ஸ்லயுமே you have to focus specially on the medical field. ஓகே, இல்ல நான் வந்து வேற ஏதோ பண்றேன் அப்படின்னா இன்னொரு ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி இங்க இருந்து நீங்க பிஎட் பண்ணிட்டு you can come into the education group, or you do some other degree and then come back again here. But எல்லாத்துக்குமே இதுதான் entry for, especially for women, this is the entry. So you can still do a degree here, do some other degree with the new education scheme, and then later on take an entry here. Okay, other possibilities may occur. This is Armed Forces Medical College, one of the most pioneer medical institution in the country. Class 11th, 12th kapro, you can give a exam, again very very competitive. ரொம்ப limited seats, 118 நினைக்கிறேன். Country, across the country, people literally fight for this. Inge, you do your 5-year degree sponsored by the government, sponsored by the defense forces, and straight away you become a captain in Army, Navy, or Air Force. In Army it's captain, in Navy you are the equivalent rank in Air Force as well. Okay. பசங்க உங்க அடுத்த தங்கச்சிங்க இருக்காங்க, தம்பிங்க இருக்காங்க, யாரா இருக்காங்கன்னா இந்த ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டியை மறக்காதீங்க. Somebody who's good in PCM, physics, chemistry and maths, physics, chemistry and biology, PCB, they can definitely crack this exam. எல்லாமே நீட்னு இப்போ இது பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். This is one of the most sought after institute because no other institution sponsors your medical education. It's very expensive. Even in a government college, you have to spend $1 lakh plus in a year, right? நீங்க அதையும் கொடுத்துட்டு you are assured a placement. You join straight away as a captain. Within 2 years, you become a major. Military nursing service in the website now vechunga, joinindianarmy.nic.in, nic.in. Idudha, don't go into random sites and pay any fees. Absolutely nothing. Okay, site now vechunga. I will share this presentation also. After class 12, PCB compulsory if you are going to MNS. Lateral entry வந்து after BSc and MSc nursing. Starting rank on the lieutenant, you can go all the way till Major General, shortly Lieutenant General. So the best nursing officer of the Indian Army climbs up to the tallest of the ladder. Okay, your career வந்து ரொம்ப பெருசா இருக்கு. என்ன regular officers இருக்கோ for the Army officers, for the Air Force officers, every facility, every privilege, rank, everything is there for an MNS officer. We don't call them sister. We have to call her or him by rank. Okay, so BSc nursing, MSc nursing, please do attend. The best time, enna preparation illama third year over attend பண்ணுங்க. Don't prepare anything. Clean slate, எனக்கு எதுவுமே தெரியாது, நான் போய் attend பண்றேன். Then, depending on the level of your success or by the yardstick of your gap, you can clearly understand நம்ம எங்க lag பண்றோம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. அந்த எங்கெல்லாம் lag ஆகுறோமோ then you need to kind of push it up. Okay, நான் எங்க பிசிக்ஸ்ல நர்சிங் சப்ஜெக்ட் எனக்கு தெரியாது, I'm just saying generally. Okay, அந்த இடத்துல நீங்க வந்து உங்களை நீங்களே எக்யூப் பண்ணிக்கலாம். Basic fitness, don't think compare or get confused with your fitness. They are not going to check your fitness in the sense your physical fitness. BMI இருக்கணும், overweight இருந்தா கூட they'll give you a chance to reduce your weight and come back. Lifestyle diseases, serious illnesses, cardio illnesses, surgeries, இது மாதிரி இருந்தா மட்டும்தான் ரிஜெக்ட் பண்ணுவாங்க. Even if you are wearing a spec, don't decide among yourself, இல்ல நான் கண்ணாடி போட்டிருக்கேன் அதனால என்ன எடுக்க மாட்டாங்கன்னு சொல்லிட்டு. Absolutely zero. Go to this website and check your medical இது. பொண்ணுங்களுக்கு it's 152 centimeter is the basic height. For guys it is 157 centimeter. Okay, so don't restrain yourself. நான் குள்ளமா இருக்கேன், நான் உயரமா இருக்கேன், நான் ஒரு பையன் கிட்ட வந்து சார் நான் வந்து டெய்லி 100 புஷ்அப்ஸ் எடுப்பேன், 200 எடுப்பேன், நான் வந்து எப்படி இருக்கேன்ட்டு. ஆர்மி ஏர்ஃபோர்ஸ்ல பவுன்சர்ஸ் கால் எடுக்கல, மூவில 6 packs போடுறது கால் எடுக்கல. ஓகே, they know how to make a soldier out of you, that they will do it. Give it to them. They are basically looking at leaders. அந்த வீடியோல did you see somebody was getting dragged ஒரு ஸ்னோல பாத்துருப்பீங்களா? That's in Siachen base camp. The temperature out there is -35 to -60. The person who was dragging is a paramedic. The doctor who was treating him is an army doctor. Okay, and the mental grit, your passion to serve the country, and your ability to take stress. Anybody can call oneself a leader. A leader is only tested during crisis. Not everybody, people will shiver, people will crumble. Okay, அந்த ஆஸ்பெக்ட் தான் பாக்குறீங்களே தவிர உங்களோட பிசிக்கலா நான் வந்து மசில் வச்சிருக்கேனா 6 packs வச்சிருக்கேனா nothing to worry. Okay, don't get into that kind of thing. So CVAT, அதுக்கப்புறம் interview, அதுக்கப்புறம் medical. CVAT is an entrance examination. You have got to clear it. Then followed by interview. Commander Aravindan will tell you in detail what goes into an interview, and followed by a medical examination, which is right from your head to toe. Everything is checked so that they rest assured that they take the fittest and the finest person into the forces.